Alright, this is now the second time I just did an entire hour video and the computer crashed. I really need a better computer, so if anyone wants to donate to their Elohim, I need a better computer. I've done fried stoves, computers, phones, watches out of the question. So anyway, for the record, it's August 20th, 2025. It's 11:36 a.m. It says Yahweh Elohim, Yahuwah, Yahweh. So today's video, I want to cover a couple things. Again, I just did all this. So first and foremost, IDF. This is bigger than just war. This is, you're doing this for me, your Elohim. And we need to go into Gaza with a clear head, a tight chin strap, and you need to go in there and know that I, as your Elohim, am with you. I will not forsake you, and you're not alone. As I've said, the axe lies ready at the root of the tree, and every tree that does not produce good fruit will be cut down. Here is my axe, and here is my other axe. So truly, it is that time. You cannot let, sympathy for the devil get in your way of your job. And we need to go in there with clear eyes, because understand, I cannot have my nation shared with demon worshippers, at worst, or nothing worshippers. They're nobodies, and they want to work wicked and evil against Israel. I've said it. We've had a Palestinian state for years now, and the fact is, they've done nothing. If you look at the starvation before October 7th, it's the same shit. In fact, there's just more opportunity now that there's actually war, because there's food coming in from the IDF. But I promise you, Israel, that you will not feed your enemies forever. I, as your Lord God, Yahweh Elohim, will see to it. All the nations, I rebuke you, I denounce you, and I have now officially cursed you. I will crush the hearts of all world leaders without shedding a tear. You are proudly and you want to stand with the enemy, then I will proudly crush your heart, and I will send you into the eternal depths and the bowels of hell. Sweareth I, saith Yahweh Elohim. Europe, you guys are putrid to me. You have let lawlessness rule your countries, and I will punish you for it. I will see every square inch of your lands burn. I will see all things in which you have held dear to your hearts burn. I have no qualms with destroying entire nations, and I can start from the top down if I need to. So Keir Starnes, right? Macron, France, you guys love your lesbian, your gays, your LGBT, your defilement, your little artsy-partsy shit. I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna destroy it. I am the Lord God Yahweh Elohim. I have created this planet for me and for those people that I love and my family. That doesn't include wicked and evil or demons. So IDF, go in there, be true, be straight. If you lose your life for this, you know you have it on the back end. I promise you. And for America, you need to take a lesson out of our own history, because in 1775, when America wanted to be free from Britain, delegates were sent for a very long time, years before the war. When the delegates ceased to make any progress, then war ensued. What would have happened if Benjamin Franklin or Thomas Jefferson would have said midway through the war, we're gonna ask for a ceasefire because we're a bunch of pansies? Then you wouldn't have an America. Men have ceased to be men. Men need to stand up for what is right in the face of what is wrong. This is what Benjamin is doing. Thank you. And Trump, you need to do the same thing. When it comes to Russia and Putin, don't let them bully you. Do you understand how embarrassing it is for us to be holding the enemy in Alaska for a summit? Meanwhile, they are blatantly slapping us in the face by bombing Ukraine. Personally, I, as the Lord God, do possess the ability to infiltrate any and all things on my own creation. And if I need to go into the nuclear arsenal myself and take care of business, I will. If I need to take 3i Atlas, which I created and I brought in, I can make it land right in the middle of Tehran if I want to. I don't think I need to with Gaza. I'm pretty sure that the IDF is going to take care of that. And when it's done, demo up everything. Bring in the TNT, collapse every building, turn it to less than a foot, and then we're going to scrape it clean. We're going to be building schools, hospitals, grocery stores, transportation. I want those children who are not devilly indoctrinated to understand who I am, the one true Elohim, Yahweh Elohim, and they can obey the Torah, obey the Ten Commandments, and they can live a life of righteousness and piousness alongside their brothers, Yaakov. That's the plan. There is no other deviation from that plan. And when terrorists go on the run and they start infiltrating other countries, that'll just be my next excuse to topple France. I'll see it burn. And again, if the human beings don't want to play my game on my creation, then I will simply crush your heart, take your life, and then I'll do it myself. The choice is yours. So, Biltmore, as I've said, Cornelious Vanderbilt, in his own words, said that he built that so grand that he built it so grand that even I, as Elohim, as God, would be welcome there. So I expect that end of the bargain to be held up, because as of right now, I think I've already displayed my power. I don't think I need to constantly harp on that. I would like you to turn over that residency to me, and I can use it for my own personal things. It doesn't mean that you necessarily are separated from the picture, but I need a parcel, a place, and there's no place in America that's close to being worthy for me, but that would be. So, you know how to contact me. I expect within 7 days there to be something done, because if not, it would be a shame for that entire estate to go into ashes, without at least being with a happy and giving heart offered to me, Elohim. That will be the place I will put my name for America, if it is given freely. And the temple will be erected once Gaza City is turned into New Canaan. And then we welcome back those who are going to enter into the new covenant with me, Yahweh Elohim. And then again, they will settle into a new land that will be safe from terrorists and influence from neighboring countries. Because as soon as we're done with Gaza, I'm going to turn my sights onto Iran. I don't even like Iran at this point. It will be a brand new regime change, leveled, flattened, and then restored under a new name, new regime, and a better system. But devil worshippers are nowhere safe on this planet, on this plane, period. So, Trump, I would have rather the outcome of this summit with Putin have been an ultimatum that we either, come to a conclusion, right? Either Russia takes Ukraine and we call it a victory and call it a day, or then we as the United States need to bomb Russia day and night, 24 hours a day, until they are absolutely into submission. And you know what? When it comes to the Russian gas and oil, if the adversary is not going to, correspond appropriately throughout the world, then I have no problem letting United States and Israel take the pipelines and distribute it accordingly. I, as Elohim, am moving fast. I do not have time for the human slow syndrome. Okay? So I, as Elohim, I'm working from the most important issues, then to the next, then to the next, then to the next, and I'll continue to do that. Meanwhile, all the faithfuls or the led astray or whatever, all of you need to really get serious about finding the truth. And the thing is, I'm the truth. You just need to reconcile that in your heart. And the fact of the matter is, being a living actual God, an Elohim on your earth, and just so happens to be the one that created it, and that book you call the Bible is my book. Okay? I do not like the name changes. I understand that it points directly to me and blah, 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 blah. But as I'm here, I believe at the minimum, right, believers should respect the name in which I prefer to be called, and also the name that I was born with. Or you can just call me my name, right? My name before I ever had a body, which is Yahweh, Yahweh. It's not hard or complicated. But I'm telling you, if you're a man or a woman of faith, and you believe in, Moses and Joshua and Aaron and Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and Noah and, all the people in which I've worked through in the past, via spirit, sometimes in the flesh, then that's who I am, right? I'm that God, okay? So I'm not going into that today because, again, I've done this video already, and then the computer totally, gone. Yeah, I had 58 minutes of that video. Now I can barely even remember I was on a tangent. So the blessing, right, goes out to the IDF. Let's take care of business, and then let's wire it up. So I'd be putting TNT once you cleared an area, spray paint it, and then have the demo team come behind you and level it. So then we can bring in some D11, D12 dozers, start collecting stuff and leveling it out. And then we can begin rebuilding. It's simple as that. And then the terrorists, if we had pious nations, if France wasn't already poisoned by LGBTQ demonic activity, they'd be able to see clearly. But they had their heads up their vaginas, and they wanted to, I want to appease this, I want to appease that, I want to appease this. Good. Because you know what? You want to appease everybody but me, Elohim. And at the end of the day, every single flesh upon this earth, regardless if you're a religious, if you're a believer, if you're a hater, if you're a scorner, if you're a terrorist, if you're good or bad, the buck stops at me. And I will make sure that my anger, my wrath is taken out upon this plane one way or the other, through death, through destruction, through peril, through fire, through flood. So sweareth I, saith Yahweh Elohim. My patience is gone. Not even Asherah can save you. And, frankly, as she's coming back into the fold and doing double duty on getting her memories back in order and getting her righteous and piousness back on point, she's in agreement with me. That's what I mean. If you stand adjacent to me and you're like, but I love people, I want them to go be faggots, I want them to go and muff cuddle, and I want them to murder, even if Christians are crackheads, don't murder them. They're just stupid, right? They're like the people in the car line who want to park their fucking truck in the middle of an active car line in the morning so they can go bring in cupcakes to their kids. Go park in the parking lot, right? As I said, I don't understand if it's a language barrier we're having, if it's a common sense problem we're having, but genuinely it's a severe issue and it's pissing me off. I don't like to get my heart angry, especially at real people. I mean, everyone's a real person, but I'm saying, like, this is not a fight people need to have with me. And the car line is a very small issue, obviously. But I have no sympathy for this Palestinian state, because before October 7th, they were still starving. They were still dying. They were still homeless. They were still dealing at the hands of terrorists, because while Israel is building hospitals and airports and trying to establish itself in the world, Palestine's just like, we need to make more bombs. Bombs. Ali Akbar. I will rip your fucking throat out and I will eat it. I am a god of war. Prince of Peace. I am the prince of turning you into pieces, and I am not a prince, I am the king. I am the sovereign Yahweh Elohim, and I am pissed. So, Keir Starmer, Macron, you better listen to me really carefully. I will be going into spirit. I will be going alongside Michael, my archangel. I will be going alongside 1,000 other angels of mine. And between me and them, I will be coming through as the death angel myself. And I will be crushing hearts. I will be crushing families. I will make you feel pain on levels you never thought existed. I want Gaza gone. I want it renamed. We're going to build the settlements one way or the other. If I say I want France's embassy closed in Israel, then the fucking embassy better close in Israel. France, you're not a friend. Germany, you're not a friend. And frankly, Saudi Arabia, if you want to side with Palestine, I know you guys are obsessed with money. I curse all your money. I will make your lands desolate. Every country, big or small, has a choice and a decision. You say, I'm going to stand for Elohim, 10 Commandments, and instruct my population to be law-abiding, pious citizens. Therefore, my country is not going to be possessed by demons and not under scrutiny and judgment by Yahweh. That is the right path. The path people are choosing is, we like all things defiled, and we have no common sense, and we can't see wicked and evil for what it is. in which case you're going to have already brought down my judgment upon you, and I will make you suffer. If you look at those pictures in Gaza, they are suffering because of what they did. They are suffering because they kidnapped my people. They still hold them hostage, and the world does not see a problem with it. And again, if I have to go into the nuclear arsenal to make decisions on Russia and Ukraine, I'll just blow them both up. I'll just get rid of Ukraine and Russia because they're becoming a nuisance, to be quite honest. And the mainstream media, you're all shameless. You're all a bunch of fucking plugs. You know what's even worse for the news media people? I'll make you start losing your hair. I'll make your little $170,000 a year job to sit there and look fucking pretty. I'll make you do it bald. I'll make you do it with one eye. I'll make you do it without teeth. I will make you look so bad as you have made my Israel look bad. I dare anyone to come against me or my Israel. My fury will be poured out upon all the nations, and it will not stop until every species of humanoid upon this plane worships the one true Elohim, and they do it with a glad heart, and they denounce wicked and evilness. That is the way forward. There is no neutrality at the end of the world. And Atlas 3I is mine. And guess what? I could bring hundreds of thousands of them into this solar system within a matter of 30 days. And I will. I'll start using my own warfare against you. But not before I publicly shame you. And then the world will know what kind of putrid and wretched men you were. You are wretched and putrid. So pissed off right now. I had literally just did all this. Alright, I'm going to take 5. See if I can't remember all the crap in which I was going to say. But one of my biggest points is IDF, stand true, stand strong. Invoke my name. Know I am with you. Benjamin, stay the course. Do not be sidetracked. Do not let anything stand in the way of victory. Like truly, do not do that. Alright, I'm taking 5. Alright, so it's not going to be a full hour because again, the computer fucking sucks. So, the point I'm trying to make here is the same point I've always made. You know, everybody has been the last 2,000 years wanting to play Bible. Well, now you get the chance to play Bible, and now you get to see that it's not as fun as everybody makes it out to be. It's not as cute as The Chosen. Yeah, well, maybe Matthew, or whatever his name is, Rummy and Pope Leo can hold hands on their descent down to hell. And see, people like to say the Prince of Peace. No, I'm not the Prince of Peace. I'm a god of war. I'm a god of order. War brings peace. War brought best friends with Japan. War brought best friends with England. War creates friends. Ceasefires create festering evil empires to then rise and then to take hold and then to begin seeding evil things on my creation. So, the fact of the matter is, if you don't know who I am by now, then you probably never will, and you're condemned to death. And there you go. Your story ends. Doesn't matter if you died and you were the richest person in the world, and guess what? Everyone's naked in hell. So. This is not going to be fun, but it'll be worth it. So, in summary, IDF, press on. Do not ease up off the gas. Do not deter. Trump, figure out what we're doing with Putin in this Ukraine situation. As I've said, if we need to bomb Russia 24/7 and get them into submission, then let's do it. Or, as the Lord God, see, understand this. You guys all fucked up when you turned everything online and digital. If I need to launch nuclear missiles from silos anywhere around the world, I can. Do you not think that I brought Atlas AI in as I swore I did? And I did. I'll bring thousands more. I'll start using them as my own missiles. I'm not going to have any level of disrespect, disobedience. In France, get your fucking embassy out of my nation. You're not a friend. You're an adversary. You're a foe, and I condemn your nation. Period. And all of you that want to continue to use the false name and you're too stupid and lazy to research and use my correct name, you're all damned and cursed as well. As I said, if it's literally me, the Holy Family, and a very remnant of Israelites, Jews, and a few Gentiles in covenant, then so be it. Then so be it. You know? Because I'm not going to stand for it. Like, I'm not. And I really, really want people to understand this. You know, Hurricane Aaron's going to do what Hurricane Aaron's going to do, but understand I've got 2 more right behind it. I can inflict a lot of damage and a lot of pain. And the amount of money I've already caused all areas of the world, you could have used that money for 100 temples for me already. Relinquish the Biltmore in America. Get rid of Gaza, erect New Canaan, and begin working on my temple. I'm ready to come home. I'm ready to have peace. I'm ready to feast in the proper way. I am. So, I shortened the video. Hopefully that's compact enough. I got crap to do. Hope everybody has a good day. Goodbye.